Hello, good evening, and welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. How are you all doing? Well, I know that we have a lot of football action today, so if you're football fans, I know you may not be watching live, but you can always catch me later, and hopefully you do. I'm checking that everything's working. See if I can find myself, and there we go. And now I can see your comments. All right, so today, as you can see from this array of little projects, and as I announced, because I always do, we're going to be working with, let me see if I can center this better. All right. We're going to be working with the Hearts for You paper pumpkin. So it was like one of people's favorite paper pumpkins, this one. Really cute stuff, a lot of materials inside. It came with stickers, it came with die cuts, and these are the three cards that let me show you. The three cards designs that came in the box, as per the box, like straight from the box. And this one was the first one. It's very pretty. It uses mostly red, real red on Flirty Flamingo. And then it has these champagne accents. And these are stickers. And this is a die cut. And this is another die cut. And this is like a kind of a layer card base that came with these little hearts. And once you pop this out, don't uh, don't throw them away because I'm using them for something else. So keep your little hearts too. And then it came with these adorable uh, embellishments in heart-shaped embellishments. Very cute. So then you had this card that's beautiful as well, and it has all these are all different die cuts, and this is one of the um stickers as well. And then the third card is this one, very elegant, with this lacy overlay in champagne. And this is not a sticker, so this you can pop up like that. Okay, so here are some of the things that you can make with it. And I even made, like, because I had the extra heart, I made this little box. I don't think I'm going to show it to you. It's just a little box. I can give you the dimensions if you're interested, but let me know. There, it's a little box with a heart that came in it. And I have to, like, there's and I use these from the heart shape bundle. That's a free celebration item. So as you can see, I have it right here. But I have 5 cards to make. I think that's enough to keep you entertained for tonight, right? But this is just very simple. Just make the little box and put it, and it just fits a Ghirardelli square perfectly well. Okay. All right. So let's start with some of the things. Which card we start with? Like, oh, let me show them all to you. 2 of them are a little simpler, and they just use once you pop up these hearts that you get here to make things, like the one in the, let me get another one like this, and I embossed it already, but this came, and then there's a pink one as well right here. Once you pop this out, don't throw them away. Don't throw this away, because you can use it as a stencil. That's exactly what I did here. And that's exactly what I did here too. In this case, I use a stencil with a brush, a blending brush, and we'll do that. And in this one, I use the directly stamping on the little hole, and then you just cut the area around it in the shape of a heart. Hi, Deborah, who's driving today. Oh, and Kyla's birthday. Happy birthday, Kyla. That's right. Thanks for listening in. Don't be too distracted while driving. All right, so these are 2. And in this one, I'm also using the new To The Point label punch. And the matching, what is it? Hugs for you, hugs for love, sorry, um, stamp set, but you can use also the sentiments on the paper pumpkin themselves. I just wanted to have some new things. And then I have this easel card, easy, very similar to this original one, like the center part, but I use the love here, and I use um, an embossed background as well. And then half of the little string of hearts that was in this one, cut half, and then just this is the stopper for my easel. And then we also have this shaker card. This uses some of the hearts that you pop out from this card. As I told you, don't throw them away, right? And you put them here with some sequins, and it's a shaker card, typical shaker card. And then this one is a bridge card that stands up if you want, and uses some of the, this, I think I actually moved it, and I'm going to replace this because I broke the adhesive, but I can replace it and put another one. One of these adhesive champagne hearts, and this fits in an envelope perfectly well. Okay. And for this one, I actually used, this is the same pattern as one of the card bases. This one, see, but it also is the pattern of the envelopes, and I figures like, oh, let me not misuse a card base, and the envelope people throw away. So I open the envelope and I use these parts to use as DSP. All right, so let's get started because we have a lot of ground to cover. Oh, and by the way, for this one, I used the hi Teresa. We missed you at the team meeting today. I used the Spring is in the Air dies. These are the dies that there's one every trimester, and they coordinate with 3 paper pumpkins. So this heart goes with the paper pumpkin of January, and then something else is the paper pumpkin of February. I think these 2, and then these 2 probably are gonna be March. But anyway, you can use them all the minute you get them. Okay. All right, so let's start with these. I think these are not complicated to do, but maybe take me a little bit longer to make, just because. Okay, I have to do the hi Susan. Oh, great! I'm glad that the notifiers work, and I'm glad that you got the gift. Susan was the winner of our trivia last week, so she got a little pack of embellishments for me. So let's do this first. So this is what I was talking about. If you cover this like that, and you use a little bit of like washi tape or something, tape it on the side, and I'm gonna put this here because I don't want this area here to be covered. This is not, yeah. And then we're gonna do the same. Some more washi tape. I'm reusing my washi tape, which is good because then it's not so sticky. Make sure that your heart shape is not covered by the washi tape because you want to have the shape. And this one we're gonna just adhere here. And then we are gonna start with the Flirty Flamingo and blending brush. And you're getting a little bit something. You can start directly, but you will have like a severe concentrated concentrated area, so it's better to start from outside and be mounting the tone. And in this case, I wouldn't mind so much if there's a concentrated area, but I'm trying to go from the sides. And you can just go and be adding color. You've done that before, I'm sure. All over. I love using blending brushes. I find it very relaxing. Hi, Abby. How are you? Here's what I'm talking about, that you have to make sure that your tape is not covering the area because you want a good heart shape. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, so I'm satisfied with this color already. And now I'm going to switch to the red. And I'm going to put a little bit of the red in the center of the heart. Where's my... This is my model card. And then I'm switching brushes and I'm going with the real red brush. And this one, I'm just going to go in the center because I want just a pop of color in the center. I'm blending it to the sides like that. I think that's pretty nice, right? We'll leave it at that for now. Gonna put this on the side. All right, so now let's lift it. And look at that. Isn't this pretty? I like it. All right, so this, we got a little bit, I put it a little bit too close to here. But I'm gonna actually do the same on this side so they're at least equal. It's hard to see when you put the paper underneath, but anyway, you can manage. So I'm gonna try to cut a little bit. Also, we'll take care of this little piece of smudge there. Perfect. Look at that. I did it. Now it seems that it's on purpose. And you see this, when you see all these fuzzy things coming from your cutter, it means that you need to replace the blade, which I forgot to do before going live. I think I still have some blades, but I'm not gonna do it right now. And then I think these are good enough. Maybe I'll cut a little bit from the top as well. Doesn't have to be exact measurement. I think I did a 3x3. 3x3 was probably 3¼ by 3¼ but that's fine. Okay, I can hear my neighbors having a fight. I'm so glad I have noise reduction because you don't hear them, but I can hear them. It's not comfortable. That's apartment living for you guys. Paper thin walls. And now we're gonna cut the corners here. I'm using the detail trio punch with its retired, but you can use any other corner rounder that you have. Or you can decide not to round the corners, that you can do that too. All right, so, oops, what happened here? Didn't I do it? I guess not. There you go. All right, so I always forget that these come out of the bottom and when you leave the punch. Sorry. I'm gonna keep it up because I had another idea. And now we're gonna work on this. It's very easy. This is one of the card bases, and they're like the same, so I cut them in half to use the most of it, and it has this wonderful marble effect. Yep, there's some foul language going. Hopefully it doesn't come through, because going on my neighbors. And this we have to adjust, by the way, to so I'm glad I remember. Don't get distracted by the fight. And we're gonna cut it to 4 and 5 1/4, right? This is 5 1/4. As always, when you put it in the cutter, sometimes it leaves the sides a little bit, and I like to flatten them before putting them on my card base. Where is it? Don't tell me I don't have a card base for this one. Walk, walk. I pre-cut everything, and now I'm missing that. Oh, it's right here. Duh. I knew I pre-cut it. Okay, this is the thick white cardstock. You can use regular if you don't have thick, it's fine. Be a little cheap. No, this is not. This is, by the way, I just realized, I'm sorry, because for this one, I used the thick cardstock. And see, oh, no, it didn't. I used the card base, the other card base that has the little thin hearts. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you, Susan. I'm just, I did it a few days ago, and I don't remember how I did it. Because this has faint hearts here. Can you tell? It's very hard to see. But I figure it's like, oh, why not use it? Like you're not going to see them. But then this will be my back. So at least has some interest in the back too. And then this will be my front. But before that, I want to put some of this sheer ribbon that we still have on sale on our catalog. I think it's the catalog. I don't think it's an online exclusive, but anyway, you can go online and find it. And then I need my scissors. Oops. Well, river scissors will work. And you know how I like to do it. I know. Well, I'm glad you don't hear a peep, Teresa. And yes, this paper is gorgeous. I like the marbling effect, but I think it looks much better in some colors than others. And in this Flirty Flamingo, it looks really nice. So I'm just going to fold it like this, then turn it around, see where it's more or less center. It looks like it's fine. And then like that. And that seems fine to me. Maybe I'll stretch this out. No, now it looks crooked. I'm sorry. I'm off camera for a second, but all I'm doing is adjusting this. I think now I like it. So I'm gonna put it down with, oh, good, Susan. Isn't it a gorgeous kit? I think it's very nice. And honestly, I had so many ideas. I had more ideas, but I ran out of the materials, even though they give you a lot. So, also, I didn't want to have you here for like 3 hours here doing alternatives. Okay, this is center now. There. Then we have these that we're going to put on dimensionals. As you can see, I ran out of them, but thankfully we have brand new ones. Did you realize that the dimensionals that came in this kit are like in between regular dimensionals and the mini dimensionals? So they're like medium dimensionals. I think they're going to be very handy. So I may save them because sometimes there's times when you need one that's in between. The big one doesn't fit, but the small one is too small. So I may save these and use my regular dimensionals, but not right now because I don't have them here. What do I do? Yeah, let me show you what I mean. Oh no, these are mini. Never mind. No, I don't have them here. I thought I did. And these are mini too, right? Yeah. No, these are the regular ones. Look at these, guys. See, these are a little bigger. These are medium, and these are more small. I'll leave them out, actually. And I'm gonna center this. Leave a little bit of space to put my bow here. And then we're just gonna grab piece of this, may be too wide, but anyway, we'll see. And we're gonna stamp my favorite of all the sayings in this, which is "You're my favorite," which I think is really cute. I wonder if I can do it in a smaller one. I don't think. No, this is too small, and this is too big, and this is anyway. So, and we're gonna cut. Well, we're gonna stamp it first, and then cut second, right? That's the way to do it. All right. So who are you? Who of you are paying attention to the football tonight? I know the Super Bowl is gonna be very near where Teresa lives. It's gonna be New Orleans. Honestly, I only watch one football match a year, and it's the Super Bowl. And just because it's the Super Bowl. Sorry. I'm gonna trim this a little bit because it's a little bit too big. Now that I've stamped it. And then we're gonna give it flag tails. And that's perfect. I like this. It's almost the same size as this one. So I eyed it well. I'm a big believer on eyeing things. I'm winging things. That's why I'm not a good baker. I'm a good cook, but not a good baker. Oh, yeah. Sorry about the Commanders. The Eagles took it. Cut in the middle. Am I on camera? I'm not on camera. I'm sorry, guys. Cut in the middle and from the corner to the top of your cut. And then we have perfect flags. Flag tails. I'm kind of interested in seeing. I mean, I do like the Kansas City Chiefs. I like Mahomes and everything, but kind of have to go for the New York team, right? So I'm kind of hoping that the Buffalo makes it. They've been like they've been like changing lead all the time. Now they're 22-29. I have the TV on in mute. I'm gonna put a little bit of blue here because that goes over the heart, but I'm gonna put a dimensional on the other side. I'm thinking I'm gonna use one of these like that, and that's enough. Yeah, now Kansas City is back up again. I'm not watching the game, I just have it in the background. I should have moved this a little bit farther in. Let's see. Still, there we go. All right. And now we finish the bow here. I'm not going fast enough. We have 5 cards to make. Maybe we'll just make 4. And I'll show you just how, explain quickly without demonstrating. But anyway, we'll see. We just tie a bow here. Don't want it that big. So I'm going to trim it. Make it look pretty. And just trim a little bit. At an angle. Always looks prettier at an angle. Oh, it looks like I was hearing, like I can hear screams on the street and my neighbor, obviously. Maybe they were not quarreling. Maybe they were quarreling because I heard some tough words, but I think they're watching the game. Because every time they scream, something happens. So I think the Buffalo Bills are catching up. They're tied now, or they will be. Anyway, why am I telling you all this? We should focus on the cards now. Sorry. And that's, oh, no, we need the hearts here. Where are my hearts here? I think these are so adorable, and I don't know if I'm going to have enough for all the cards because I put them in everywhere. So I may run out of these, so we need to use some other embellishment. But this one looks very cute here. I'm going to put one right here. I don't fall. One, whatever this wants to go. Okay, I have to do it where there's a little bit more give because with the glass, it's hard to pick up. And one right there. Voila! Card number 1. Oh, and we can put a heart here inside. I think I put a heart inside. Yeah, I actually put 2 hearts inside. Look at me. Who can do that? So I'm gonna get my foam mat and get, I don't know, this is, I can test it directly on my glass mat because you can. Yeah, you're an ex-New Yorker, Susan. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I mean, it's not the Giants or the Jets, but, they're state, New York State still, right? And then I'm going to put this one here. And that's it. All right. So that's card number 1. And I'm going to move along very quickly to see how far we can take it without having you here all night. As I said, this is, look, okay, let's do this one because this one is going to be easy. I have the materials here. I should have, what I wanted to do, show you, maybe I'll just show you the, oh, I made it. So this is, all right. So this is another card base that, as you see, I can cut in half, and I'm gonna just, again, this I'm gonna do 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Wow, that's a lot, Susan. 64 years in New Yorker. You're totally New Yorker. Where in New York were you living? New York City? I've been here 30 years. I'm thinking that's a long time. But you beat me by like more than double. All right. So this is a card base, regular card base in real red. I'm just gonna attach this. No, we have to put this here. So save this for later and work on what I was telling you of the other way to stencil, which is in my camera. No, I'm gonna move farther up so I'm perfectly on camera. I reuse my washi tape because you need it tacky but not super tacky, so it doesn't leave your paper. And here you have to be careful. You don't want to mess with this area that comes out. So I may use another piece, a new piece of washi tape. All right. Now we're gonna clean our little heart stamp. That is one of the stamps that came in the set, by the way. I mean, in case you have not seen them, but I'm sure you all have. Oops, oh no. It goes my stamps and my little hearts. These are the stamps that came. You have my heart, you to put love you, celebrate love, which I think is a very nice saying. And it will be very useful for Pride Month, for instance. And you're my favorite as well. So these are the cards, the stamps. All right, so let's get real red. Oh, nice. I think you mentioned that you work around my neighborhood, but that's pretty good. Queens and Long Island. That's very New York like. So the idea is that with different intensities of the red, and sometimes it's like how it works, you go pressing, and I should have done that on my, okay, I should have put that on my mat, and I should do that. But maybe I can make it work. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do it on my mat because then I can use it to stamp off if I need to. Because you want different intensities. Now we need one that's really, really soaked in. I'm doing it crooked. It's hard to do with my phone in my nose. But anyway. But it doesn't matter. You know, we'll make it work. This will go like this. Then I need a soaky one. I did a much better job before. I mean, honestly, this is not working as I wanted because I'm a little crooked here to see things. When you are on the other paper, the stencil, you have to press extra hard because the tendency will be that it lifts up. And I want to really mark thing there. Yeah. And here, because the important thing is that you have the whole silhouette of the heart, right? See what I said? Like you have to press extra hard there. So there. And you can do this with different colors too. Okay, now we're gonna I'm just gonna try to go quickly because you get the idea of this, right? And I like the fact of doing it in different intensities. And ideally, you wouldn't get one on top of the other, because what you want is the straight line. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Let me do a soaky one here. Oh, safe home. Not your home, I mean, Deborah, who was driving. I think I need something like this for this side here. The good thing is that the photopolymer lets you see where you're stamping. For this kind of thing, it's important. But I have my camera on it, so I cannot really look from the top. And I don't like how this looks, so I'm going to put something else there as well. There. All right, so now we're lifting and see how we did. And here's our heart. It looks pretty cute, don't you think? And then we're going to just fussy cut it, because now you can see where you're at, right? In the white parts, you have to imagine where the outline would be. Just follow mentally, and you get a pretty nice looking heart. All right. So now it's the easy part. It's closed. Thank you. Thank you. Think that you like that it's closed. Imagine doing it in different colors. It would be fun. I just didn't want to do it. I was thinking of doing it in the Flirty Flamingo and the red, but then I got too lazy. It's like I have to clean them all every time. But anyway, so the set also came with this nice thread, red thread, that for some reason has disappeared from my box. Oh no, here it is. Okay, the Kansas City is up again. Yeah, I'm gonna do like 3 if I have a rule. Like, I'm gonna do this because I ran out of the thread. And we're gonna do a bow in the center. And for these ones, I like to just tie them all together. And if they move a lot, you can always put a glue dot. But because this is gonna go over my heart, I don't want to do it just yet. Maybe I'll tie it for now, and then we can tie it tighter later, you know. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna tighten it later, but I just, at least it lets me do what I want, which is glue it. Glue it right here. And this will leave you a 1/16 of an inch all around. If I did it properly, which I hope I did. Yeah. All right. Now we just attach this with another. Yeah, this is a way to get more hearts out of your paper pumpkin too. Other than the cutouts that you already get. Just put that on the side like this. And I'm just gonna, actually now I'm gonna use a glue dot. So I want it tight and proper. And now where are my glue dots? Right here. Whatever you want to tie the knot, that's where you put your glue dot. Wait. but you put it not on your finger, on the actual. Why is it? Come on, man. That's never happened to me. Look at that. It doesn't want to stick. Okay, let's get another one. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what's. Maybe it's because it's too juicy still, but no, it should be dry. I don't know why it's not sticking. That's so weird. They're not sticking. Can you believe it? I've never seen that. Okay, maybe I'll do it here where there's no color in my paper. That I've never had that. Have you? Have that? Maybe I'll just put it right there. There you go. I think it's the ink. Made it all slippery or something. And now I'm just gonna. There. See, now I don't need my finger to hold it. And I can just make a nice. A nice bow. And then bring this down, because that's how I want them to look, and trim them. All right. There and there. All right. Right? That's cute. I like it. And now we are going to use the foam mat to stamp these. This is, as I said, from the Hugs for You, Hugs for Love. Oh, Hearts for You, Hugs for Love. It's confusing. Yes, that's true. Hi, Ginger. Yes, it's true. The turntable works very fine. I don't know what happened. I mean, that never happened to me ever. I don't know if it's the ink made it too slippery or something. So I'm just going to put my frame here. And I'm going to stamp now lots of hugs and kisses. I have to re-ink this red, real red. All right. Let's see. There we go. That's cute, right? And now, with the new to the point punch, we just have to line it up. I'm just very punctilious with this. And here's a lots of hugs and kisses thingy. Now all you have to do is put it right here with dimensionals. And let me close this. I'm just using the leftover pieces, because why not, right? They work too. I think 3 will do. And we put it right there. So that's a nice and simple, easy to make card if you have the card base leftover of this stripy. But if not, you can use also the envelope for that, because it has the same pattern. All right, so moving it right along, we're gonna go to our shaker card. Okay, for the shaker card, like I have everything ready, or not, because I don't have everything ready. Okay, I have to pre-cut the center part. Silly girl. And these are the hearts that were left over that I'm going to use for my shaker elements, along with some sequins. I'm going to just leave this here. So for this one, let me find my original. Yeah, we need to cut these with the dies I was just showing you with these ones. So let me run it through the machine, which is right here. I just won't do it on camera. Okay, Candy, it got stuck there. So I'm just gonna cut this piece, and I'll be right here while I do it, so you can, I just have to move the table a little bit so I can leave. But anyway, so once you cut that, it's very, very simple. And you put the heart wherever you think you want it in your card. It could be center, it could be a little, mine is a little upper from center. Not that I'm up, I picked up what I dropped before. All right, so sorry about this little hiccup. So this is what the die cuts two pieces in one. So you put the die down and it cuts this frame and it cuts the heart. So you can use both, you can use that. But I like, see how this gets the scalloped edge. And what I did is turn it around so you wouldn't get this, you see? So you turn it around and that's what we're gonna use. And then you can, this is for the bottom and it will be like that, okay? But with the window sheet. Now before we have to adhere this so it doesn't move. And for that, you can use turn tape or you can use washi tape or something. I'm gonna use washi tape just because I have it right here. It needs to be well adhered. So you would think it's like, oh, it's not gonna move, but you don't want your sequences to come out of there. So, and nobody's gonna see it. So I think I'm gonna use, I didn't use turn tape for that one. I think I used, make sure that you don't see it. I think I used, I didn't use washi tape for the other one. I think I used turn tape. Or maybe just plain, yeah, what I use is plain Scotch tape. As long as you don't see it, that's fine. Whatever works and it doesn't add a lot of, see, you don't want this. You don't want to see the washi tape. And what I like about the washi tape, if it is not in the right position, you can always lift it up and reapply. Reapply outside. There we go. There. There. I lost the edge. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Nope. We don't want to see you through the window. I think that's enough. I don't think they're going to come out of here. Anyway. Oh, there. All right. So that's that. And we did that just to adhere this little scallop frame, right? Now, we need to put this. And how this we need turn tape. That's the best for the plasticky thing. Now what I forgot to find, and I don't have it handy, but we'll find a workaround, is the foam strips that we need for lifting, as you'll see what I mean in a second. This doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it's not measured or anything, because this is just for the window sheet. I'll lift it. Two. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll try from the bottom. There. 3 and 4. And now we're gonna put the window sheet. All right. So now we have that, right? And that this will go like this. So before putting the sequence and everything, I want to make sure that my heart is more or less in the center, so it doesn't get seen through that. So, I mean, you know what I mean. It doesn't be perfectly in the window, but because it's going to be lifted by the foam strips or substitutes that I'm going to find. So I'm just going to more or less eye it. I think it's more or less like that. And then before I press it down, I want to make sure it's a little bit farther down. A little bit farther down. And a little bit farther down. I can still move it. That's good. That's what I like, my liquid glue. There. See, now it kind of fits perfectly. But this is going to be lifted because we need to put the sequence here. And the hearts. Oh, yes, static. And then we need to, first we're going to put the, yeah. We're going to put the foam strips because I didn't get the foam strips. What we're going to do is, did I, oh no, I knew I was going to do that. I glue it the other way around. I'm like, oh my God, the card should go like this. Okay, so, all right, let me see if I can rip it off. Sorry, guys. I'll rip off the heart and I'll make another card base, okay? Sorry. Improvising real life here, you know. Thankfully, I have my Flor de Flamingo here, and look, I have that. I can just fold it in half. And then measure it again. Not measure it, but, you know, calculate where we want to put it again. Maybe I can just do that. Still a little tacky. Yep, real life. You got it. I mean, it happens in the best houses, as we say in Spain. to the most experienced crafters, sometimes you're just like, so I'm just gonna try to see. Something like that. And then I just there. I think that works. And now it opens the right way, and all. All right. Going back to the foam strips. So if you don't have foam strips, you can use the side of dimensionals, and they will work as well. So let me see if I have more sides here. There. The important thing when you're making a shaker card is that there's no room between your foam strips. So if they have to be close, otherwise you would lose your sequence in the middle. And I'm going around the heart. You don't need to put them that much. You don't need that much space for the shaking action. So I'm not gonna have enough, but I can always put another strip of something. Let's see. Where are my booklets of dimensionals? Right here. Yeah, maybe this little piece will do. And if they're crooked, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be at here. But the important thing, as I said, is that you don't have room between your area for the shaking elements. So now we're gonna put this here in the middle. Sorry. You could color your hearts if you wanted to. I didn't. I think the white, they stand out a little bit better. I'm just gonna put a bunch of these sequences, and these are the loose silver sequence. I think they're retired, but you can put just about anything that you want. And if you don't have sequences or anything for your shaker, you can always have little die cuts or even from your hole punch, just the paper on that. Just removing the back of these strips, but then I'm gonna put, this is fine. I think I need here for the four corners for regular dimensionals or these pieces, so I get rid of that. Sorry, oopsie, I don't want to lose this. And these are almost done. Just one more here and one more in the other corner, just for security. And this one, I didn't adhere in the right place. Right there. And now, there we go. Press around the area where your shaker elements are, and here we go. Fun, fun, fun. Now we're gonna have to put the sentiment, which comes from one of the labels that I thought I had out, but I guess not, and I still have some, so not to worry. I saw it yesterday, so I know it's here. And if not, we'll use something else. How many times have you heard me say that? which is another element of crafting, improvising. Hi, Susan. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good night. There we go. These are these. Okay, we're gonna go with the You're My Favorite again, because it's my favorite. And this gets applied with dimensionals to the front, right here. Just gonna put 2. Oh, the static today. I don't know what's it. Everything stuck to my fingers, my clothes. Must be very dry. There we go. And if you want to put some of these beautiful hearts, we can. I don't know if as I said, I don't know if I'm going to have enough hearts for all the projects, because I've used a lot of them. Because I think they're so cute, aren't they? All right. Voila, our shaker car. And moving right along, let's go for the easel car. And for this one, I just want to show you something. Didn't I not? I did not. I did not. But anyway, we're going to live with that. Let me show you my original example. So this is the easel card. And what I did is I hid embossed these hearts. But you see how this is champagne and it's not gold and it's not silver. So it's an in-between. But you can mix the powders. And I found that if you mix the powders of red and silver, I put more or less 60% red, red, gold and silver. If 60% gold and 60% silver, and it gives you this kind of mix in between that is much closer to the champagne than if I do just the gold or just the silver, right? I liked it. And I did it like that, but I forgot to emboss it now, and I'm not going to emboss it right now. We're going to use the white ones as they are. Okay, but I just wanted to show you that because I think this is helpful. And if you want it a little lighter, you can put some more. You can do 70% and 30% silver or whatever. Like make the actually whatever or half and half. You can try and see what works for you for your tone. But I think that the 60-40 work pretty well. Anyway, so for this one, we have the card base cut horizontally, so it's 4.25 by 11 and score at 5.5. Okay, and then we are gonna score the 5.5 front in half, which will be. Oh, I see. Oh, the poor Bills didn't make it. It's Kansas City again. Let's see. Yeah, I learned that actually. Mary Simani put me gave me send me a link to this gentleman, Michael's Cards or something like that. Is it 2.75? I think, yes. And he was actually doing platinum by mixing a lot of the silver with a little bit of gold. But the other way around, I mean, I'm like, oh, that's a good idea, but to do the champagne, you can do more gold than silver, and that kind of works too. And I think I don't have my base card, but I can cut it really quickly. Or maybe I have one right here. Yay! I have one right here. It's a little smaller than usual, but that's fine. It's gonna work. All right. So this one is a card base layer that I embossed with the celebration item Starburst, I think it's called. It's a great embossing folder. I love it. But we're gonna have two parts that are like 2¼ by 4 by 4. Okay, so it's already 4, so I'm just gonna cut 2 parts of 4 of 2½. Sorry, not 2¼ 2½. Sorry, 2½. All right, so 2, that's for one part, and that's for the other part. 2½. So we'll just have a little bit left. We just adhere this here, regular. Cut all my fussy cutting here. My fuzzy, because my blade needs to be replaced, as I said. And this one, actually, I'm gonna cut the fussiness before I adhere it. It's easier. Let's see. Just a little bit. It's gonna have the car in front of it, so you're not gonna see it, but all right. And then we're gonna put the inside card that I just found. I would like this inside card to be 4 by 5¼ but this one happens to be 3¾ by 5, which is fine. We're gonna make it work so that you see more of the red around it. So to emboss these hearts, what I did is use the heart stamp and just go with Versamark ink in all the transparent one, and then just put my mixture of powders. And I just want to see where I'm gonna put this, and probably around there. But I'm gonna put my card first. And for this one, I use the, I hope I have the lacy thing left. I thought I did. Here it is. All right. So we're gonna put this as instructed in the, like the other card, right? So I'm gonna use mini dimensionals, and I'm gonna put them in the big areas. Doesn't need a lot. Making sure that you don't see them through the holes. And I actually I find that here there's not enough. So I'm just gonna cut 1 in half of these. And then I'm gonna put one here for the top. And another one here. There. Maybe one here too. Yeah, I think that's gonna be enough. Remove that. And it's overkill because this is very light, so it doesn't need that much, but if you have them, why not? There we go. You put it more or less centered. Oh, see, everything is adhering. I don't know what's going on with the static today. And this will be centered here, but remember, this needs to fold up. So you can only put glue on this bottom half, right? And you want it center, ideally. And this center down here. So let's see where it goes. Like there, right? So I'm calculating that is this area here. And I'm going to be generous because this embossing folder, it has very deep design, and I want to make sure that it gets well adhere. So I'm putting quite a bit. And then we go to our adhesive here, and we get the love. And I'm going to put it right there. I want it to go underneath, yes. Like there. So it helps getting it adhere to the base, and then somebody can just put it up like that. Isn't it nice? And you can put the U here if you want, but I don't want. I just want love. That's it. And then for the inside now, like we need to put some dimensionals. So these things for a stopper there. I'm gonna use the medium dimensionals here that came in the set. And I think just 2 will do it. Now we'll open it and we'll see like where do we want the stop thingy to go. Not crooked, certainly. More or less center. I think that's good enough. And voila. Here's our other card or ESA card. All right. And then I have one last one. If you have patience, is the bridge card right here. This will fall like that, and I'm gonna replace this because it's driving me crazy. I'm gonna replace it right now, live. Just because I moved it and I ripped it off. But I have extra adhesive, so stickers. So there we go. Look how pretty it looks now. Not ripped. All right. So for this one, you need a card base that is 4 1/4 by 8, and you score it. Here's my card base. Sorry, I'm making room. And we're gonna score it at, I'm just gonna save this. Oh, look how fussy this is. Jesus. Oh, well. We're gonna score it at 1 1/4. All right. Let me room here. 1 1/4. Two and a half, and then 1 1/4 and 2 1/2 on the other side. Or if you want to keep going this way, is 5 1/4. Oh, it's 5.5. I'm sorry. It's 5.5. Oh, I need. Okay. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. 5.5 and 6 3/4. And for some reason, I made it wrong. And I know what happened. Is that this is not 8, is 8 1/4. So 8.5. So I'm going to cut this. And now it's fine. That's what I was getting confused. I'm like, oh, this cannot be right. But anyway, we have one extra one extra, how you call it, fold that we didn't need. I'm just gonna trim this a little bit. All this fussiness away. And as soon as I'm off, I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna replace my blade because this drives me crazy. And this goes in and out. And I don't know, this is a little crooked and I don't like it. It's probably why. Okay, I'm gonna fix it. What's happened with this? I don't know why. Maybe my cardstock was a little crooked. Well, okay, that's a little better. Now I can live with that. Well, whatever. This is not gonna be seen anyway because I'm gonna put my bridge there. All right. So this is the action for this one, and then you can put it like that on an envelope, right? Like this one. You can fold it one way or the other to put it in the envelope. Now I open an envelope, by the way, and I'm also going to use this part of it. So let's put the parts of the envelope. These are 4 by 1 inch. So these are going to be our sides. His fuzziness now it's white, and now it's there. There. All right. And same for this one. And now this, we're going to use here a piece that needs to be, because this is 3, I needed 2 3/4. So I'm going to cut a little bit of here, because if I cut 2 3/4 here, it will leave me in the middle of the heart. And I do want the full heart. So I'm going to cut as much as I can from here. And then I'm going to measure 2 3/4. Just calculating. That should be more or less. Let's see. If not, I can just trim it a little bit more. Now, if I do the 2 3/4, no, I'm gonna trim it a little bit more because I don't want to risk cutting my big heart there. There. And I'm doing my 2 3/4, and my heart is hopefully safe. Oh, look at that. There we go. Perfect. This could make a quick and easy tag. If you put your sentiment here, put this, and like a tag for your chocolates or your flowers or something. So before, I think there's a lot of white space here. So I want to use my heart stamp, not my actual heart, just this heart stamp will do, to, where is my cleaning? Because I was using it in red and now I want to use it in pink. Where's my chamois? Oh, okay. Oh, here it is. You don't know what it is to work from your sofa in a TV tray, like things get piled up very, very quickly and then you lose sight of them. So thank you for your patience. Now the heart stamp is right here and my pink. Where I'm gonna put it? Right there in the center. All right. I mean, you don't need to do that. I just wanted to have something else. And then I have another strip that is 3/4 by 5.5 from the envelope as well. And I'm just gonna cut the fussiness away. I'm sorry about that. Shaving it. It's because this fussiness is white because the envelope, the middle paper is white. And it doesn't look so nice. And this will go like this, right? And because I have this that I don't like how it's looking, I'm gonna put it right there. Maybe I'll have to trim it anyway. All right, before we do that, we're gonna put this here in the center, and it's a little bit because this is 3 3/4. Ideally, should be 4, but that's how tall the card base that they gave us was. So we cannot extend it, but it's fine. It looks fine, good enough, I think. But I like to put it in dimensional so you get a little bit of the shadow of the die cuts there. So there we go for dimensionals. And that's what I said. I was not very worried about this extra score there because we're going to cover it with this one. And I'm going to put one in the middle so they don't sink. Remove the backing. And center this. And beautiful. See? And now for this, we're just gonna, what you have to do to attach this, it makes sure that it fits in the envelope and that you can actually open it, is to attach it when it's open like this, right? So, okay, it's open. And you can only put glue in this side and in this side. The middle is the bridge and you don't want any glue there. So let's do that. And actually, I like to put the glue right here because then I see how far it has to extend, right? And in the other one, I have to just wing it because this is not gonna go like this. Well, actually, I could, but anyway. So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna put it to the edge there and to the edge there, and see, then when it opens, you cannot, I don't know why, there's always a side where it doesn't go like so well, but anyway, we're gonna leave it like that, and mine is gonna open like this, and then it's fold like this. I mean, also usually you do this with cardstock instead of paper, and maybe a little thin, but that's because Candy forgot to put the hearts here, and the hearts are gonna give it a little bit more heftiness. So just gonna put a line of glue all around. and center them because they don't get all the way to the edge. It's a little shorter. That's what I wanted to use something underneath, right? So that's how it's gonna look. I don't know why. It always happens to me. It's like, oh, if you move it that way, then the other way, but I think it's fine. All right. And then we have this heart that we can adhere in one of the sides. You can do it in the other panel for variation's sake. And let's do it like that. I'm going to put it right there. And then we get our stickers. And we get one of the little ones on the other side. There. And if there was room, I would put one, but I think there isn't, so that's fine. I should have put the little one. See, this is where I got in trouble, so I'm not going to remove it, because that's how I got in trouble last time. I tried to move it to the other side, and then it's like, whoop, I ripped it, and now, you have to remove it. But anyway, we can end up decorating with some of these little hearts, and I'll do 2 on the side of the smaller champagne sticker heart. Maybe like the 2 here on top for this one. And then this one here, one on the bottom. Oh, and of course we forget to put our label there. And I wanted to use the You're My Favorite, but it doesn't fit in this little one. Oh, I can make it fit. I'm gonna try. I can make it fit. I keep kicking the stand. It's very low today. But I wanted you to see a little bit bigger what I was doing. And this one doesn't have a zoom, so I have to, there's less than an open hand. Let's see. There. Good enough, I say. If you want a better fit, then you can use the other message, which is celebrate love. But I kind of like this one. 3 mini dimensionals. And I'll use to come from the middle. It's a hard fit because it's almost the same size of the opening. But oh, and I did it crooked. Look at that. Okay, let's see. There we go. You're my favorite. Because you are my favorite. All of you are my favorite. It's a little crooked the other way. There, go down. That's it. I think that's good enough now. All right, so, and then I had also the box that I showed you. I'm not gonna make it. This is one heart of the heart layer with the other heart. So these 2. And then a simple square box that you've seen me do a lot of times. And then I had let me see if I can reach it. because I dropped it on the floor already. It flew away pretty much. The die cut from Heart Shape. Okay, I'm having trouble picking it. Oh, there we go. So then you just glue it like that, and that's it, and then you make the box. Okay, that's easy. I don't want to take more of your time. It's an hour and a half already that we've been here, so that's enough, don't you think? Anyway, so let me put the projects again here. We have the bridge card. We have the easel card. We have the card with the hearts. Oh, this is the one. This is not my alternative. And where's my shaker card? My shaker card. There's no room to put them all. And my little pretty ribbon heart. All right. I hope this gives you some ideas. It's a great set. I'm sure if there's not already refills, they will be soon, because I haven't read that they're not gonna make refills. So they're usually making refills of everything. So they should be already up for sale. So if you want to grab some for Valentine's or coming up, go ahead. All right. So thank you. Have a lovely week, Deborah. Thank you, everybody. Love you like the box? Okay. Ginger likes the box. I'm sorry I didn't show the box, but it's honestly it's just a very simple box. It actually I did it very quickly. The dimensions are 3 for the top and 2 and 7/8 for the bottom, and there's score on the quarter on a half inch all around, and then just remove your tabs, and that's it. It's very easy. All right, it doesn't want to stick close. All righty, so thank you again for watching. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you all next week. All right, bye.